something.
There's a little room to fit that many people in.
I didn't either.
It's a fire hazard. It's a fire hazard. That's why we have the air conditioning so high.
Well, now that the season's over, how do you get how has your shoulder been evaluated, and do you know if there would be a procedure or anything along those lines?
Yeah, I'll address it pretty soon. Try to nip it in the bud right away.
How much pain were you playing with throughout the playoffs?
Not much. Not much at that point.
Is it a labor? That's what the rumor is, that you have torn labor. Is that true?
I'm not going to discuss what it is. Yeah, I'm not going to discuss what the actual injury is. But I will address it soon. Try to get it fixed and get back out there come this next season.
Is there a sense that there was a lot left on the table because you were injured just around the locker room? Is there that sense that you guys would have gone much further?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think so. The fact of the matter is, injuries is part of the game. It's what goes on during the game. I don't got no excuses for it. I mean, I was out there and I was able to compete. So, I was limited to a sense sometimes, but it didn't stop me from competing.
When you start to step back and take a broader look at this team, making the playoffs obviously again, but getting bounced again in the first round, what do you think needs to be better? What needs to change as you guys look to get farther next year?
Honestly, I'm still trying to wrap my head around that. What's the next step? The next phase for this group going forward. So that's something I think we all trying to work on internally. Figure out what can we do, because this is a team that can go far, and we have pieces in place to have a long postseason run. I am trying to figure out what it is for this group.
Well, you changed so much about your off-season preparation last season. How much are you going to tweak that from last season to this?
Well, it's going to be a little different, just with what I got dealing and what I got going on this summer. So it's I haven't had a plan yet to address how to prepare going into this next season. We just finished playing, so I'm not there yet with a plan. I didn't expect to be done so suddenly. So I'm still working on that.
What do you like about what you all did collectively as a group this year?
I thought we showed a lot of great positive things this year. I thought as a group, just my time again being here for another season, one of the closest teams I've been a part of still. It's just a real brotherhood where we enjoy going out there with those guys. So I think that's a big positive going forward for this group. Is how close knitted we are.
When you see the narrative about Russ, just who he is, how he interacts with people, some of it's negative out there. What is it about him that maybe the average person doesn't get or understand about Russ and who he is as a person from day to day?
I think Russ is honestly just as normal as anybody else. I think anything he does is just amplified. And if anybody knows Russ on a personal level, you know that he's as real as it gets. He's 100%. He's as pure as a person that you can find. If you're watching him from afar, you might mistake that for him being a certain type of way. But honestly, man, he's one of the best human beings I've ever been a part of. Had a choice and a decision to go anywhere I wanted to in my career, and I chose to come back here. That says a lot on its own, what kind of person Russ is.
Does Russell ever make you cringe a little bit? Because I hear what you're saying, but sometimes he doesn't do himself any favors, it seems like, when he deals with us or, with certain places. But you know him better than that.
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever go, oh, Russ, does he ever?
It's a tough position to be in, because I know being around him, like, I know where it's coming from. Like, it just doesn't come off the right way, but I know where it's coming from. He's a guy of principles, and everything he does is on principles. That's he's going to take care of himself, and he's going to look out for himself. And that's what you got to love about him, to be honest.
Paul, for you this season, and how it kind of shifted once you started dealing with the shoulder stuff. You're an MVP candidate, maybe the leader at that point. And do you look back on it? Are you disappointed? Are you frustrated? How do you kind of view how things kind of turned for you there?
I just was frustrated. I think it came at a terrible time, especially the team was rolling, it was playing good. I was holding up pretty good. I just thought it came at the wrong time, honestly. But again, I've never made no excuses on it. I was dealing with it for a long time throughout the season. It just got worse and worse as it went. But it is what it is. Again, I say it again. It's injuries is part of the game. I missed the season being hurt, so I was able to staff assure me I was fine to play through it, and I would be fine going forward. I had no other thought in my mind but to be out there and play and ride it out with my guys.
Well, is there a fear?
A long time? Is that longer than the 2 months after you had set up those 3 games?
Yeah. Not to say.
But Paul, you said, you weren't expecting this first round exit. Obviously, when you came back, you were expecting to go pretty far. How do you digest something like this?
It's tough. I'm still thinking about, the series. It's not a good feeling for me. I felt, especially that last game, Dame was unbelievable, game 5. But I felt like we were starting to become ourselves again. We were playing fast. Our defense was starting to hold up. We were that athletic team again. The ball was moving. I just felt we had an identity again, and we started to feel ourselves again. That was a pivotal game. I felt we won that. We definitely would have changed our momentum. We would have been right where we wanted to be. Not down in the series, but where we wanted to be in terms of how we were playing. So I'm still digesting that. It's tough for us being done like that. And now we got to think about what we could have and should have done better. But got to let it go and move on, I guess.
Paul, is there a worry with your injury, how you sustain an injury, and the way that you play, and what makes you so great on defense? Is there a worry moving forward that it could flare up again in future seasons, or is it just kind of a freak accident the way it happened?
No, well, that's the reason I want to address it now. I could leave it alone. This would be a reoccurring thing. But I want to address it now. Clean up what needs to be cleaned up so it doesn't come back. And I'll be fine going forward.
And I may have misheard, but since you obviously know more about it than we do you anticipate being ready for preseason next coming season?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure the exact timetable. Again, we're still trying to put a plan together on how to address it. What needs to be done.
Well, one of the narratives of this season is you guys haven't shot the ball well enough. You were really good from 3, but not enough other guys were. What kind of a critical need is that, do you think, to address the shooting, whether to get somebody else or for you guys to get better?
Well, I mean, you just look at it. JG wasn't a high-value three-point shooter in his career. We, asked him to shoot more threes this year. He shot at a high percentage, but he'll get better with that now, knowing that's what we need from him. This is, Ferguson's rookie season pretty much from playing and being on the court for a full season. He'll get better with shooting the ball. I mean, we'll get better with that, I think, as time goes on. That's, hopefully won't be an issue come next season.
Bryson sort of mentioned that first 2/3 of the season, basically, before you started getting his shoulder. Have you had any maybe thoughts just about the game winners that you hit, that stretch of time there where you were really rolling, and kind of what that felt like for you as a player to be at that level?
Yeah, I mean, it felt great. It felt great just being in those moments, having opportunities to win games, put the game away, go ahead baskets. It felt great, but again, I don't get into the whole stats of what I've made, what I've missed. I'm gonna shoot it. I'm gonna shoot it every time. If I get a free enough look and feel confident in shooting every time. So it's for the people that are about the statistics and the stats of that shot. It felt good to just bury them for them.
Well, you know what it takes to play high-level defense in this league. The league is involved with all this outside shooting. Kind of put us that are on the outside looking in. How much more difficult is it to play defense in the league now with everybody bonded for so far?
Yeah, it's tough, and it's getting tougher. The three-point line extends to 35 plus feet now. It gets tougher now because the floor is so spaced out, and it's just hard to be in help spots. Like it puts a lot of pressure on one-on-one defenders now, especially it's a tight whistle for touching, grabbing, holding. It's a tight whistle for any contact away from the basket or away from the court, from the basket. So it puts just a lot more pressure on individuals to have to guard. And I think that's what's why teams are getting those 3-and-D guys, because you can't really hide guys anymore with two traditional centers or two traditional post players on the floor. It's just a lot harder to hide guys. So it's a lot of ownership now that you got to play defense and have to be a pretty good defender now.
As you guys go back and watch as a team or look back and think about how you could have played better down the stretch, are you one that will go back and actually watch the playoff series, or would you rather put it behind your mind?
Like watch our series or watch
against
what's going
Portland,
on?
like will you watch it or will you put it behind you?
I'll watch it. I'll watch it. Yeah, I'll watch bits and pieces of it. I probably won't watch all the games for the full entire game, but I'll watch bits and pieces and kind of just see, I did that with the Utah series last year. Like what I could have done better. How I could have been a better player. Because that was the last opportunity, last chance I had on the season. So I'll do that for the series. Just watch, stuff here and there, just to see what improvements I should have did and could have made. Go from there.
It's fun.
Yeah, no, it is. I mean, it's the same as anybody going over their work. It's what my job is to improve and get better. So, I'll do it.
Paul, it's your second year with Billy Donovan. Just what are your thoughts on his ability to coach, and do you appreciate it, or do you like the foundation moving forward, possibly for the future with him?
Yeah, I think we got a good foundation. I think we got a lot of great stuff accomplished. And we're going to continue to work and talk with Billy and figure out, what's best for the team, offensively, defensively. I think that's the best thing about Billy is he takes our input, and it's always an open dialogue. And he's open with coaching and adjustments. So it's great communication with Billy. Anybody else?
Paul,
Last
we've talked plenty about Ferguson and his flow throughout the season. What advice do you give a guy like him who's improved so much in season 2 to continue to do that in his third year?
I think same thing I had to approach and address going into like my third year. Third year for me was where I made the biggest jump from being a rotation guy to being a player. I think Ferg has to put pressure on coach now to use him more, to use him in the offense. You know, I think that's what you want out of your young guys, is for him to put pressure on to you know, increase his whether it's offense, defense, increase you know, his production out there. So he's got to have a big summer. He's got to work on a lot of stuff, work on a lot of, you know, just ball handling, pick and roll, shooting, defense. Because this is a pivotal year for young guys. Their third year. He's got to make a jump.
Thank you, Paul.
Thank you. Thank you.
Here's today's first